Alright guys, so today we're going to continue to talk about triangles. Now I had started this video and then messed up, so I was like, and again I'm just going to mess up again. But I thought we would start over. Alright, so we have triangles right here. So there are a few things that we need to know about triangles. So make sure that you have a piece of paper and that you are going to write these down with me. Alright, so triangles. The first thing we need to know is that a triangle is a plane, and that means flat, figure. So that just means that it's flat, it is two-dimensional, all right? So it's a plane figure, and it is a polygon with three sides. And we know that. We've known that. Evelyn is 4 and she knows that a triangle has three sides. So that's something that's not new to us. But what is new to 5th grade is that there are two ways to categorize a triangle. So the first way to categorize, which means to put into two different categories, right? I'm using my hands up here and you guys can't see that. So there are two different ways to categorize triangles. There's one way by the sides and the other way is by the angles. Okay, so we are going to group them by their angles first. Group triangles by their angles. So what we learned last week, or really for the last 2 weeks, is how we're going to talk about the triangles this week. It's one way we're going to talk about it. So you have a right triangle. Now I'm going to do this the best I can. Okay. But a right triangle has one right angle. And then the rest are acute. So let me get. I need a protractor, and I was at Chrysler today and I meant to get a protractor. All right, so I'm just going to do the best I can, and you at home do the best you can. Okay. Okay. So that is an okay right triangle. So we would have the box in there. And these are acute. So we'll put two acute. But the way you can remember that it is right is that it has one right angle. All right, so inside of a triangle, there are angles. And those angles, remember, are degrees. So when they are degrees, they're going to add all up. So inside of a triangle, every angle inside of it is going to equal 180 degrees. Okay, so if this is 90 degrees, then we could figure out maybe we would have to know that the other two angles have to be, they have to share 90 degrees, if that makes sense. So this is 90 degrees, right here. And then we would have to figure out what those two are. So let's say this one is, 43 degrees. Then we would take, well, let's just say that. Let's just say this is 43 degrees. Now, I don't have a protractor, so I don't know if that's exactly 43, but let's just say. All right, so we would take 90 plus 43, and that gets us 133. Well, I want to know what this missing angle is. I've got these two angles. So you're going to take 180, subtract from 133. And so that means that this angle would be 47. Okay. I think there's like one question like that on the SOL. but you do have to know that the angles on the inside of a triangle equal 180. Okay, but that's how you find the missing angle. All right, let's move along. Let me get some different color pens. Okay, so we have right angle, and now we're going to talk about obtuse. And like right triangle, like the right triangle, an obtuse triangle is only going to have one obtuse angle and two acute angles. Okay, so that means that if you see that right angle, boom, right triangle. If you see a obtuse angle in a triangle, then boom, you know it's obtuse. All right, let's see if I can do this without a protractor. I don't know. There we go. That was pretty good. That'll work. That'll work. That'll do it. Well, not perfect, but okay. So right here is my obtuse angle, right? So this is greater than 90. But again, all of the angles inside of it are going to equal 180, okay? All right, and then I have a cute little angle triangle. And you guessed it, it's going to have 3 acute triangles. Now, obtuse and right both have acute angles in there, but they also have the one dominant, like the one most important angle inside of it, and that's the right and the obtuse. But an acute triangle is going to have all acute angles. Okay? Chair. I need a new office chair. Let's see if I can do it. I'm just not very good at doing that without. I mean, that's pretty good. Okay, so this again equals 180. But since they're all acute, they're probably going to all match up. So these would be, probably 60 degrees a piece. So 60, 60, 60 would get me to 180. So these are less than 90, right? Okay, so let's go on. So this is the first way to group them, okay, is by the angles inside, right? Obtuse, acute. And I know you guys have already seen this, but I just wanted you to have notes. All right, so let's talk about the last way, the second way to group triangles. Okay, and this is by sides. So all triangles are going to have 2 groupings, 2 classifications, okay? And usually you have to find both, but sometimes you don't. All right. So the first one is a scalene triangle. And this has no equal sides. All right, none are equal. All right, so that is a scalene. Let me make sure that's scalene. 4. Ooh, that's close, but it's 4 and 4.5, so that's all right. But we can also look at that and think, okay, well, that's, if it would have been drawn better, that is a right angle. So this is a right scalene triangle, okay? So again, triangles can have they will have 2 classifications. All right, and then I have an isosceles triangle. Okay. This has 2 equal sides. See if I can do it. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. All right. So we put these little dashes here and it lets you know that those are equal. Both sides are equal. Sometimes it can look like, and these are called hash lines. Okay, so you see that in geometry a lot. Hash lines to show equal lines. Alrighty. So this also looks like an ice cream cone. Right? An ice cream cone. Got a little ice cream right there. All right. This would be an isosceles acute triangle because these 3 in there are, the angles are acute. All right. And then lastly, we've got equilateral. Did you hear that in the name? Equilateral. All 3 sides equal. Okay? All 3 sides are equal. So this one's going to be really hard for me to draw. I don't have anything that is shaped like a triangle. Okay. I mean, that's pretty good. That's as good as I'm getting. And as long as you guys get it to where you know that it's all equal, but the hash marks, then I think you've got it, the hash lines. Okay, so this is going to be an acute equilateral. Okay, so equal. All right, guys. That is all the notes I have for triangles. So make sure that you have gotten these notes down as well. And then the next thing you're going to do is work on a triangle sort and a triangle worksheet on TeacherMate. All right, talk to you later. Actually, I'll see you in a second.